Zombie on the track.
Shout out my girl Marisa for keeping a nigga fresh, you dig?
I'm shouting out Marisa Mendez right now. She knew me for like 10 years.
And Marisa, yeah, she was right
on the money.
Marisa Mendez is here.
Oh, shit. Marisa.
This is Marisa right here. This is the reason why I'm flyer than all you niggas.
Thanks, too.
You understand? This is my dude. This is Marisa, man.
The Taylor gang had died. We don't even gotta say shit, cause Marisa explains it all. And you do know that.
Okay, now we're starting.
Okay, let's restart the applause. I just feel like we didn't get the full scope of applause. There we go. Okay. Welcome to another episode of Marisa Explains It All. I'm your hostess with the mostest.
Hey.
Marisa Mendez. Before I go introducing everyone that's in the room, there's an interesting dynamic because we have usual suspects, someone's missing, and then we have a brand new person. So we have Joyce here.
Hey.
We have Prime here. Ariella's here. New camera guy, Boom, which I'll never forget because it literally says it on his chain, and I'm so excited about that because I thought I was going to forget, and I won't. And should I say who's not here or who is here first?
Say who is here.
Okay, so
we
here...
don't know.
We have a very special guest today. Too.
We have the special... If you're watching this, it's all pointless because you can literally see this person. But if you're listening online, you don't know. And to my right, we have my fave, my dear, my bestie, Amber Rose.
Hey, guys.
Oh, wow. You got more than I get.
Oh,
Right.
thanks.
Wait,
Thank you.
What about the
Yeah, that I mean.
Hey.
there we go.
Zadie.
Right. He's outside smoking. He'll be around soon. Yeah. I don't know if that was an awe, but that's fine. And
He's
so
literally right outside.
literally
Okay.
steps away. And so someone that's missing, and if you guys listened last week or watched, you may have assumed that this was going to happen, but Franny, or Super Fran, has decided to step down from the show. That was too comedic for the serious tone that we're setting here. So, as you guys know, last week prior to starting, Franny had told Joyce, you must have some really juicy vagina because you're Asian.
Damn.
And shout out to Wayne. And it really hit a chord in me. He said, I think it was the Asian. I honestly think it was the Asian thing.
There was another Asian comment made in the past.
Yeah.
Too.
So I think that's kind of what started.
What was that? I'm sorry.
I can't remember that.
I don't really remember what it was either, but it also had made me uncomfortable.
And I checked him on that day too. I said, you're disgusting or something
that.
It
was when we did the episode. It was downstairs. It was like near the beginning. And by the way, like, I don't know him really outside of this podcast. I don't think I've seen him once outside of this podcast.
So that's what bothered me too, is they're not friends. They don't have a rapport.
Not that I don't like him.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, I'm just not friends with him.
So we argued as he said it. I said that wasn't cool. Why would you say some shit like that? And he was defensive. And it was after a dialogue of him being offensive that I was like, no, that was rapey as fuck. And then we started the show and he never wanted to engage in anything. So, we rehashed the situation. And then he just brought it to, he doesn't want to speak anymore because I called him a rapist, essentially. And I don't think that is one and the same. I didn't call him a rapist. I said he made a rapey comment. And though I do respect his decision to step down, I think it's almost like it's almost like proving he didn't learn anything because he's not differentiating the fact of you can't say a comment like that to somebody because it's unsolicited, but you can talk about sex. There's a huge difference, and I feel like by him stepping down, it's not acknowledging the difference. We don't think he's a rapist.
Can I chime in?
Please. That's why yes.
Okay. A few things. One, I would say first and foremost, as feminists, and Marisa, I know you are a fellow feminist as well, we do have to realize that not everyone is as aware as we are, right?
Right.
And a lot of men nowadays in our culture, especially men that, how old is this guy? He's over 25.
Yeah, he's probably
35.
We don't know.
33.
Okay. Well,
30 to 35. Range.
okay, we'll say 30 to 35, right? So you got to think his entire life, he has probably said things like that and they were okay, right? And this is what we're going through, in Hollywood and, all the stories that we hear about, sexual assault and sexual harassment in the workplace and stuff like that, because a lot of these men have been saying and doing things their whole life and never suffered the repercussions of it.
Right.
So they just felt like, oh, I could say it again. Like, no one ever really said anything to me before. So I understand when you were like, this is like that's like a rapey comment and you can't say that. I think the reason why he got defensive is because it wasn't in a way where he felt like he felt like he was being attacked, and he felt like he was embarrassed because instantly in that moment he knew what he said was wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
but I don't think that he did. That's the thing, is because when he first made the comment, the first thing Marisa said was like, why would you say that? And he was like, well, what do you mean I can't say that? What do you mean I can't say? He was like, that's a good thing. Like, and then she was like, what do you mean by that? And he goes, based off of experience, Asian women have really juicy vagina. And then that just was like, I literally was like, ew, like what?
Oh, and then he used the comparison, like, well, would you have liked me to say that your tits look good in that shirt or something like that?
No. He
well,
said,
babe, his whole life he's been a slut shamer, and like, you know, you got to think that you two are very strong women. I as well am a very strong woman,
we know.
Right? So, for example, when I did the talk show with Tyrese and Rev Run, right?
Oh, I remember that shit.
Yeah, I remember it as well. And, you know, it was, you know, and now this is Rev Run. He's a fucking reverend, bro. And he's like, well, isn't it dress how you want to be addressed? And I wanted to choke him.
How about no?
And I was really fucking pissed. But I said, you know what? One, I'm going to tell you that you're wrong. And two, I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. You know? Because I didn't want to be like, bro, you have fucking daughters. Are you fucking serious? You know, like, excuse me, let me rephrase that. I did want to say that internally. But I realized in that moment that wasn't going to
He wasn't going to learn from that moment, because he was going to get defensive because it's becoming an argument and not a good constructive conversation.
Exactly. So I think that's what happened. And then by him defending himself, shit, I got to take this phone call, you guys.
It's fine.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. But
I'll be right back.
Yes. I do think that it was just, you know, I don't like my train of thought. And again, it wasn't to say that he was a rapist. I would never think that of Franny. I do love him still. There, you know, it's no issues. Like, and I understand if you do get that stigma placed on you, like you're not going to feel comfortable. And it's because I feel that maybe potentially he doesn't have like a full understanding of the scope of why specifically that comment and not all the other sex things that we talk about or whatever.
Well, yeah, it was also an unsolicited comment that also has very stereotypical undertones to it.
I think like my whole thing, my mindset of rapey, and again, this is not saying this is the same thing, but it's the same scenario. When I responded with the rapey comment when he said, oh, but we talk about sex and shit all day up in here, why can't I say that? And that's when I had said it was a rapey comment. And because I associate, it's the same conversation of, oh, she was, and again, not saying this is him, I'm saying it's the same mindset of, oh, she was wearing no clothes, what's wrong with me touching her? Or that bitch was drunk and flirting with me, that's why I fucked her. You know what I'm saying? It's that same thought process.
Well, he did say, if your boobs looked really good in a shirt, I can't tell you that you have nice boobs.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, you can't tell me that I have nice boobs.
You could tell me I look nice today.
Yeah, no, but like that yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, we got some feedback online. Do you want to read some of them, Joyce, or?
Well, let's read what Fran had to say, because
Okay.
I don't want to, you know, like say what we have to say and not give him the opportunity to, I guess, defend himself, but he's not here now.
Yeah.
So he said, hey guys, yesterday was a much needed wake up call for me, and I just want to say that I sincerely apologize to everyone, but specifically to Marisa and Joyce. I want you to know that any comments that I've made have always been in a light-hearted nature, but my intent does not mean that these comments are okay. Joyce, to you once again, I apologize if my presence on the show or just in general has made you uncomfortable. You shouldn't ever have to feel like that. Taking everything into account, this will be my last episode on the show. You guys are an amazing group of people and minds, and I do not want to hinder that in any way. I'll continue to be a big supporter of all of you on the show and know that I'm here for you if you ever need anything. much love.
Like, see, this makes me upset because his presence on the show didn't make you uncomfortable. It was that specific comment.
It was that comment. And then also, honestly, it wasn't really the comment that made me so uncomfortable. It was after the fact when we even said, like, hey, that's not cool, when there wasn't really an immediate apology.
Yeah.
And then also the way that he was defending what he was saying. And then the whole, like, if your boobs look nice today, why can't I tell you you have nice boobs? Like, that just wasn't adding anything to make it better. Then I was like, do you actually feel bad or... You know?
Yeah. All right. So imagine, I'm sorry, I'm back. So imagine.
Hello.
Sorry, that's my little boy. I had to take that.
Imagine.
I know that I've been in situations, right? And this is when I was younger because I'm a lot smarter now. Where I said something stupid and then someone would call me out on it. And I'd be like, no, but it's just like, and I've done it. And I'm a woman. I feel like I kind of always been a feminist, but I just didn't know what feminism was. And I feel like that's what happened with him. Mm-hmm. I feel like he got, not to make an excuse or anything like that, but I feel like it would be really cool if you can call him back in.
Yeah, I would like him to. It honestly, he's not always a weird, creepy guy that we're like scared of, or we wouldn't be doing a show with him.
No, not at all.
And like, if maybe I had used a different choice of word, maybe it would have been a more better dialogue. But I really don't think so because he was immediately defensive. But again, I shouldn't have used the word rapey either. But I meant it not in the same sense that he took it.
Right.
But yeah, I just because it should have been a learning moment, and that's really what I wanted it to be, and that's why I called him out on it, because I don't want, in this room it's a safer zone because we are lighthearted and we do joke, and you do know that we're very open-minded about sex and things like that. Still didn't make it okay, but this is a safer zone than saying it to the next woman that's not gonna make that shit okay, and it could be a whole different scenario. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and there's like a really thin line because I have conversations with guys all the time, and like on my Instagram I'd be like, I'm a hoe ass or hoe ass bitch, or like, hoe is life.
Which is so funny.
Hoe is life.
So vanilla, but go on.
I know, it's so crazy. I'm so like monogamous.
You're like the fucking worst. Like
one threesome my whole life. But then like in the comments they'll be like, you're a fucking hoe and you're a fuck, and it's like, it's different. You know what I mean? It's like, I call myself a hoe, and if they're like, yes, bitch,
right,
then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
But then if it's like, yeah, you know what the fuck you are, bitch, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Of course.
Exactly. It makes it a completely different situation. And like, but again, like I take responsibility for using the word rapey too, because again, I didn't mean it in the sense of, oh, I think you are a rapist, but it's the same thing where white kids use the N-word because they're singing songs or thinking it's cool because it's a cool word, but it doesn't make it okay. You didn't mean it in a racial way, but you still shouldn't be saying the fucking word. So it's kind of the same thing in my eyes. Like, I didn't have intent of you're a rapist behind that word, but I could have chosen a better word because I really did mean sleazy. That's really what I was.
Yeah, and you know what, Marisa? I feel like as women, we're just really fed up.
Yeah,
and so like shit like that's gonna come out like, bro, you sound rapey as fuck. Like. It just hits a certain spot in us where it's just like,
and then it's like my little Joyce too. It's like, if you said it to me, I don't think I would have reacted the same way because me and Franny are fucking tight. Like, that's my homie. But Joyce is not his homie. Like, they don't talk outside of this room, period. Like, y'all talk for an hour a week, and it's just like,
I want to give him the benefit of the doubt where he's sitting at home right now and he's like, damn, I really fucked up. Not like he's sitting at home like, man, I said what the fuck I said, and that's it. Like,
I don't know. I can't call it because I almost feel like he immediately probably hit some group chats in that moment because he was on his phone the entire time.
Yeah.
And I think if he's hitting the homies, they're probably gonna hit back like, them bitches wildin'.
Yeah, well, yeah, his homies are because they don't fucking get it and they don't have a vagina. So
yeah, I mean, and so Guapdad is also coming allegedly. We don't know because he scams everyone and everything on a constant basis and lies to me all the fucking time. But I do wish Guap was here because I would have liked to hear when this weekend we went to Complex Con and I made him listen back to the podcast and the arguments and stuff, and they kind of saw his point, but because Guap is like a feminist to Jace too. He understood where he's definitely for the people, but He was really bothered by the use of juicy vagina, like, because that was just an extremely vulgar.
Well,
like,
yeah, and then also, like, this is like the last thing that I haven't said that I wanted to say is just, I mean, obviously, and I hate to say this because it's not like, I don't know, but obviously, like, Asian people don't go through like anywhere near the struggles of like other races. Like, we are like considered like the model minority or whatever, and this and that. But at the same time, I think that as Asians, like, we get made fun of like all the time, and then we're supposed to just let that slide off of our backs, and like it's acceptable. People make Asian jokes all the time. People do like the eyes and like, you know, whatever. And like, I don't really care that much because it's not like harmful to me, and it's, you know, and I'm also not like a diehard Asian over here. Like, I've lived in America my whole life, but at the same time, I think that it's important that if we're gonna accept all people and like, you know, like racism isn't okay, like you have to say that for all races. You can't just let things slide, because if it was a comment about another race and you said, well, because you're this, you must have this, like that wouldn't be okay. So
for sure.
And I think that also really bothered me because nobody's gonna bring that up. That's not a conversation that people have. Nobody really cares.
I mean, I think that's what bothered me the most about it was the Asian thing.
And
that's
I think
really
that's
why I
what
jumped
we
so
really
hard.
haven't addressed. Like, we addressed the fact that it's an inappropriate comment to make towards a woman, but it's also like it has racial undertones to it that make me really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have a right to be uncomfortable, babe. You have a right to feel how you feel. And, you know, I just feel like in the steps moving forward to get kind of guys on our side to understand what they say is like, we got to educate them.
Right.
Because there's no other way that he's going to sit in his group chat and they're going to stroke his ego and tell him that he's right and he's dead ass wrong.
And it just, you saying that even just makes me wish, like, I just, because it was an immediate reaction, but I do wish I would have been able to been calmer about it and had a more constructive conversation so that it didn't be like, he literally just ended up sitting, that was before the show even started.
Yeah.
And then he sat here in silence it was a 2-hour show last week.
Yeah, he was
Completely,
embarrassed. He was definitely embarrassed because I feel like he probably, in that moment, he knew he fucked up.
Yeah.
You know?
And I have a new listener that had commented on my Instagram, and she said she's a new listener. I guarantee, I'm pretty sure she came from your show because I keep getting like a whole bunch of new people from the Amber Rose world. Oh. Right. Thank you. Hey. And, Amber Rose Show, available on Podcast One and iTunes. Rate, subscribe, and all that thing that you're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. And so she had commented, and she was like, she was almost argumentative, but I still appreciated it because she cares enough to discuss and listen. But she was like, well, I would love to hear your take about Lil Wayne's lyrics and all the things that he says that are rapey and this, that, and the third. And I was like, I never said it's like,
but oh God, I'm sorry.
It's solicited versus unsolicited. This is Wayne's songs. Yeah. This is music. This is, you know, he's not specifically targeting someone and saying, your
sometimes
Asian pussy is good. I mean,
sometimes they do.
Sometimes I've been targeted in lyric. Oh yeah, no.
I've been targeted in a few songs.
There is,
but it's entertainment.
Yeah,
you listen if you want to listen. You don't listen if you don't want to listen.
But it doesn't make it necessarily okay, though. Entertainment or not, Franny could argue that was entertainment, although it wasn't on the podcast.
Well, it was like
that was
personal to like someone that he works with.
But I said to her, I was like, that's the difference, and that's what I wanted Fran to learn, is you don't direct that at somebody. We could talk about I talk about my pussy all fucking day.
That's like the best part of the show is that we're open and honest.
I talk about riding dick. I talk about the DMs that I send that don't get answered of my nude pictures that, you know, I know, it's tragic. It is. We talk about it, and that's okay. But like, I don't walk up to fucking
whoever the fuck
Mike Zombie and say, Zombs, you must have a big ass dick because you're black. Like, that's not okay.
And that's not true.
Right.
I mean, not him, but
right.
like,
No, let's make that clear. She's just saying the stereotype is not necessarily true. Not about Mike Zombie's dick. Neither one of us have any knowledge about
never seen
Mike Zombie's dick. So yeah, but you know, again, learning moment, I think, for all. Shout out, we got a lot
of feedback this week, like the most feedback that we've gotten.
Don't blame Buddy for leaving. Any show after that would have been really uncomfortable for him. Not saying what he said was cool, but the air was going to never be fresh in that room. Fran's a genuine dude. Much love, brother. I get it. Joyce, listening to the recent podcast, I'm so glad you guys both stood up and pushed back against him. It was clearly an issue with his ego. He took personally what you said, even though it wasn't personal at all, and then he didn't have the balls to admit he did wrong and acknowledge that he will be better in the future. Instead, all he said was, Marisa, you've done some shady shit too. Or Joyce, we talk about your vagina all the time. Even though we don't. We just talk about like your BV.
It's the fragile male ego. Oh, you get BV all the time?
Girl, this is like the BV room.
I get BV constantly, bro.
Were you just, is that why you were sick just now from BV?
Okay.
Oh my God.
So as we are currently speaking,
I'm on metronidazole right now.
Oh my God.
Really?
I have so much of it.
My
But
vagina is actually doing very well right now.
That's not what I have. Currently, I have 101 degree fever.
Oh.
Friday, I thought that I had a UTI because it was burning when I peed so badly. So I get UTIs, like I've had them in the past. So
I only had it once,
too.
thank
So
God.
I messaged my doctor and I said, hey, I think I'm positive I had a UTI because I was positive I had a UTI. And so I told her I have a UTI. Can you write me a prescription? So she wrote me a prescription. Monday morning, it still burns so badly. Like the burning is just uncontrollable. Damn. And so my coworkers were like, yo, like go to the clinic or something.
Yeah, maybe it's like chlamydia.
Right.
So I was like,
check that out.
So I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I went to the clinic and she took a urine sample and she got the results back and it said that I had some, like she was like, oh, it looks like there's a little bit of bacteria, but we're not. She was like, we need to send it in to get a culture done. And she was like, it's gonna cost like $200 because we don't have
healthcare in
insurance.
America's dick.
So I was like, I cannot afford that right now. And she was the nicest nurse ever. Shout out the Minute Clinic at CVS. She basically,
is that why you texted me and recommended it? So
yeah. She basically
out the
looked
blue,
at
she's
me.
like, go here.
She looked at me. She goes, I never said anything about how much it's gonna cost. Like she basically sent it in for me anyways. So then
Bravo to a woman that cares about women's reproductive systems.
So she wrote me a prescription for another type of antibiotic. Tuesday, I'm sitting at work. It's still burning when I pee. Every time I take the fucking Azo, which is supposed to help you with the UTI, it's not working.
No, it doesn't.
And it wasn't that I was getting frequent urination. It was just, it
making me have
burned
to pee, just
so bad when I peed. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Then Tuesday, I'm sitting at work and I just come down with a fucking fever. And then yesterday, I woke up with 102 degree fever. Like it's just so bad. So I went to my doctor again. I paid for another fucking visit to go see my actual doctor, which they were also really nice too. And they made the visit instead of being $400, $130, which is
shout out to them.
Which is really, I was like sobbing. I was on the phone. I was like, I have a fever. I think I'm gonna die. I don't know what's going on. I think it's a kidney infection. So they got all the results back. And now I figured out why the burning was happening. I'm pretty sure it's because I started using OxyClean for my underwear.
Oh,
and it was because now I have rashes.
Sit here.
I have rashes on the side of my body too. So I think it's from the detergent that I was using, but I don't know what the fuck is causing this fever. And then they got the urine sample back and they're like, it's completely clean. We tested it for STDs. We tested it for UTI. Like there's nothing. So now I'm pretty sure it's the detergent, but I don't know.
We don't know.
And I still have a fever. I currently have a fever.
Yeah, I get BV from detergent all the time.
I get BV from raw sex and soap.
Soap too.
Yeah, scented soap. That's
Yep.
why I use Dove unscented soap in my shower.
Yep. That's why I don't shave my pubic hair anymore.
Really?
Nope.
Are you just
Does
growing
it really protect you against getting stuff?
It helps.
You just walked into a lot. Hello.
Well, let's introduce our guest.
To my left, we have the man whose dog he left at my house.
The one who's like an honorary member of this podcast
Because I talk about him on every single episode. Guapdad 4000.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Are you gonna pick up your dog? Well, you didn't even respond to my text about like who's gonna take care of the dog when I go away.
Oh no, he gonna be back at my spot. I get
Okay.
the keys on Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
You said Friday earlier.
Said Friday night.
He's never leaving. So you're not shaving.
No. Mm-mm. Not anymore. No.
And do you like this? I mean, I guess.
Baby,
How does AE feel?
Oh!
Okay, so AE
It's nice.
supports-
It's soft. It's fluffy.
Does it look like the picture that you posted last year?
No, because that was more like trimmed on the sides. This is
You're
like
not even
full
trimming.
on.
You're just letting it woof.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not letting it go down my leg, but like, yeah. Fire.
I can't do it. I want to be waxed, but waxing makes me look like I got stung by like a pack of bees.
Yes,
So I just
that's
have to
not cute.
shave. But then shaving, it's really like a lose-lose for me.
But then I
honestly.
prefer my man to be hairy down there. I don't like a guy that's
This is like Harry, so there's a fire's gonna start.
fucking sexy.
He's in the corner right now, cheesing really, really hard behind Marissa, guys.
Do you shave? Yeah. wait, play it again. I missed it because I was laughing. Here we go. Do you shave or do you the hair?
I do some manscaping. You know what I'm saying? I keep it low.
Okay.
I keep it low for sure. But I already did the go all the way bald just to like get that extra inch for flexing purposes. But nah, not no more.
My ex-boyfriend was Dominican and he shaved everything, and it just looked. First of all, it looked strange. Like you're not supposed
Bro,
to.
I don't like that, bro.
It just looked like a worm.
I like hair, like just hairy, sexy.
But I don't like it woofing either. Like I appreciate.
I like
some
that shit
manscaping.
woofing.
Oh,
You like 70s porn? P.
Yes, 70s porn, jungle, like.
I fuck with
And then
that.
I like the smell of it too.
I do like the smell of it.
Yeah, it's just like the manly,
Musk.
musky.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, and the ball smell too.
Yes,
It's just really
fire.
good. And that's why I don't really mind like licking ass too, because it just kind of all goes together.
Nice.
I fuck with that.
And speaking of all of these products, I'm gonna do it. I'm so bad at transitioning into ads. Care of. So I've been taking these vitamins for a week now, and it's really cool. And I really suggest that everybody does this. It's an online service, and you go online, you take a 5-minute quiz about the shit that you need help with, like if you want to grow your hair or clear your skin or fix your vagina with probiotics. It doesn't really say vagina on it, but that's what probiotics are for.
Ultimate Flora is made for your vagina, and that shit is an amazing probiotic.
I don't know if they had that on this website, but anyway, so you do a quiz and then they populate like this fucking thing of vitamins that you should take every single day, and they send it to you. It's like a monthly subscription, and they send you the box, and it has individual packets for each day, so you don't have to separate your vitamins. It's already separated for you, and every packet has your name on it, so it feels really nice every morning, and that you just have a packet that says, "Hi, Marissa." It feels very nice. And then each packet has a fun fact or quote or suggestion. Today it told me to read a book, and it just really kind of makes, everything really nice. So you could modify your monthly subscription box at any time. They offer pre- and postnatal supplements with accompanying research to help mothers and babies alike stay their healthiest.
Yeah, I totally go to this website all the time. I love it. My mom goes to the website. Like, I got my whole family on it. It's really, really amazing.
For sure. I think my little sister called me about this earlier.
Yeah, fire.
I kid you not.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you guys helping my ads revenue. It's really nice. Really love you guys. The website. Okay. The website is takecareof.com. You can go there right now and you can order vitamins. It's really good. Right? The vitamins are really good for everyone.
Vitamins are great.
No, for sure. I really do got to get like on my vitamin tip though.
Okay, so
feel me?
takecareof.com.
Sure.
Take the 5-minute quiz. It doesn't even take 5 minutes really, but if you're a slow reader, it will. I don't know your reading level. And then
I'm a speed
Aren't
reader.
you a really good reader? Didn't he mention this last time?
I don't know. I know he's mad smart, so I feel like you probably read fast.
Extremely so.
Takecareof.com. What was I going to ask you?
Hilarious.
You did something so scammy that I wanted to ask you about, and I can't fucking think of it. Anyway, Complex Con was this past weekend. We went both days. That is how I ended up with Guapdad's dog in my home.
She almost beat me up the first day.
Yes, because no, you know what? See, this is why he's an irresponsible friend, and this bleeds over into Amber's party. I had invited him to Amber's surprise birthday dinner.
Yeah, you
he
didn't
says
show
he's
up.
coming. He doesn't show up. I had invited him to like 3 other things in the week before. He keeps saying he's coming.
Bash was asking for you. by the way.
Literally, he was just talking about you the other
Oh,
day.
you gotta bring Bash into it.
Yeah. He was. He's like, Mom, I want to see Guapdad.
And then, did you know he was in Delilah's that night when we were there?
I did not know that.
Yes, he was sitting right behind us. And then I was mad at him at the time. I actually had blocked him on my phone, but he
Oh,
didn't.
wait. I didn't know that. Didn't I say hi to you?
I'm about to say I was drunk.
I don't remember. Did we say hi to him, babe? Oh, we did. Yeah, we sure did.
Well, I didn't because he tapped me to say hello, and I was extremely irate with the situation. So I ignored
Did you
him
know
3
she was
times.
mad at you?
Of course.
Okay, because she was like, I don't know if he knew. Didn't you say that?
Well, I think by the 3rd time you tapped me and I turned around and said, I'm not fucking with you right now. I feel like that if nothing else.
No,
Yeah,
I got
probably.
it the first time around. I'm not a dumbass. I just kind of didn't care.
Wow. So you just wanted to tap me 2 more times. To
Uh-huh.
yeah.
I was doing the like, I'm still your partner, so I'm being annoying type thing. You know that type of. You feel me?
Yeah.
Did you know
I'm
that she
childish.
blocked you?
No, I would never know because I don't really go to Marissa's socials like that.
No, I blocked you on my phone.
Oh, how would I even know I would never knew that.
Nice.
See, that's what I always think too. I'm like, if I block someone, I don't think that they would notice.
Some people know though. Like if they text me to see me and then I don't then it doesn't go through. That's when you know that you're blocked. Not that he'd be texting me to see me, but you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you're working on being a better friend. Yes.
Yeah, I'm working on being a better, just like human.
You didn't bring my shoes, did you?
Hell no, I ain't get it yet. You told me I had to tonight.
I said tomorrow. When else am I going to see you today but right now?
I mean, I got a whole assistant that's ready to travel to you.
So then why didn't I get my shoes yesterday or the day before that? He fucking put on my Riri slides for no reason because he's stupid and then left with them. And now I don't have them. And those are my shoes to walk his dog.
First of all, I left with
Well, why
those
do you have
slippers
a
on
dog?
for maximum comfort.
Because he just leaves things.
That's why.
And why-
I was on my way to get my dick sucked on a boat.
You wore them to the boat?
Hell yeah. Oh my God. Slipping and sliding all over that
They
motherfucker.
have bows on them.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I wear girl clothes all the time.
Yes. Okay. All right.
That's nice. I appreciate that.
And then?
What the hell? Oh, it's fire.
No, I
downloaded the Constellation app, so I was just kind of like looking at the stars at the top of the boat. She was getting the balls. I'm like, this is it.
Did she appreciate your sandals?
Nah, she didn't notice it.
Okay.
But I feel like if I didn't wear
I think
them,
she
would have
totally
noticed
noticed it, but she didn't say anything.
She's not about to say that while dick is out. She's
No,
not about to be like,
exactly.
oh man, you got those Riri's on. Put the dick away. No.
Would you
If
give
AE
head
was
to him?
wearing-
Yeah.
If AE was wearing Riri's, I would still give him head.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Facts.
I guess like
wouldn't
some
care.
of the men that I fuck with have extremely questionable style and like.
That's not questionable. That's just different.
Yeah. I be
Makes it
fucking with the
questionable.
androgyny sometimes.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
love
it's
Prince.
fire.
Yeah. So then, why do you still have them? Is the problem?
Because currently I'm technically homeless.
Yes.
Been waiting on to get to the keys to my house. So I've been crashing at either your spot, which I got up out of there because you're irritating a little bit.
Thank you.
And then all my
No.
little bitches around the
How
city.
am I irritating?
All of your bitches around the city.
Yeah.
How am I irritating?
You ask way too many questions. I'm a scammer. We don't answer questions.
Okay.
So I don't like to be asked that many. And that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Your inquisitiveness, like the level of your curiosity,
Because you guys are doing
It's always
scammy shit,
peaking.
so I had questions to ask.
He really is a scammer. He really is.
Well, I don't feel like you scam anymore, right?
He
Oh,
scammed
no, of
a
course not.
keychain for my son. So sweet.
We have told that story here, but we should reiterate that. It was me, Amber, Bash, and like some friends. And we went to Universal Studios, and Bash and Guap had bonded very nicely in the car. They sat next to each other and,
My
and
nigga.
discussed what superhero they would be if they had superpowers or some shit.
He was like,
that.
Guapdad, can I try on your gold teeth?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that's not sanitary. Stop trying to touch him.
He's like, can I touch your teeth?
And then your do-rag too. I think he was very mesmerized by that as well. And then we get to Universal. He wants to hold Guap's hand. Like Bash was really into Guapdad.
Yeah.
And Guapdad was being very great with him.
Yeah, he held his hand. And
I'm good with kids, man.
Do you want kids?
Hell yeah. I've been nutting in hoes the last like 3 years. It's just, I always regret it afterwards. So leads to another discussion.
So we had to stop at the gift shop as soon as we walked in because we needed a lanyard, or is that what it's
yeah,
called?
like a little laminate.
Yeah, to hold
necklace
the thing. And Bash saw a keychain that said Sebastian, and he kind of walked out with it. And Amber was like, Bash, put it back. Like, we don't need a fucking keychain right now. So Guap
Well,
was like,
I was like, honey, you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
And I'm not standing in line.
right.
Again.
So Guap was like, I'll put it back. So we were like, okay. So he quote unquote puts it back. And we go about our way through the park. And
Literally for a good 3-4
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Guap had to leave a little bit early. So he does his round, says goodbye, starts walking off. And it was like a movie moment. He like walks away and he comes back. He's like, wait. And then he walks back to Bash and he kneels down. He's like, I got you something. And he pulls out the keychain that he stole and gives it to Sebastian.
And he was like, Guapdad bought me this keychain, Mom. And I said, more like a 5-figure discount, but yeah. He got it for
there's
you,
an
baby.
element to the story that y'all don't know.
Oh.
I had already stolen the keychain as soon as I seen it.
Yeah, I know. We know that.
He had a keychain that says Seth, not Sebastian. I had already did the swap.
Seth.
Funny.
Bash would get a Seth keychain.
Oh, and I can
Nigga
see
named
him
Seth.
Can we? No, I'm sorry, but can we please read the text
messages. Okay, so what Bash likes to do is take people's phones and then text with predictive text, but like with a mixture of his own words as well. And it ends up being, oh, here they go, they're writing.
How often does he do this, Marissa?
No,
I mean, he did it
texts
today to Amber from her mom's phone.
So you know when you text, right? It's like let's say I put thank, right? So underneath it'll be you, and then you can press for, coming,
And it'll
today. Like it'll help you to
predictive text. Yeah.
There you go.
So he starts it off and then he just lets it roll. So I'm driving to Amber's house. So we'd already just gotten off the phone. And then I'm getting like 3 lengthy, you can see they're like not short, text messages from her. And I'm trying to drive and look at this and understand like what the fuck Amber's
He
talking
takes my
about.
phone and he texts my friend.
Does he understand what he's sending? Like, can he read all of it?
I
Or
think
is-
partially.
He could spell some words.
Like the second text he started. Okay, so this one said, you could bring the kid emoji next weekend if you want to have a great time, babe. I'm so sorry to miss you too, sweetheart. Thank you for everything. Went through, you got it to you, babe. Penis and cheese is the same as a whole son and a kid. And he has a few friends and family that can be done with him. And he can be a good kid. Babe, thank you for everything. You want to come over today, babe? Hey, hand emoji. Was my day today. And I'm happy for you. And thank you.
What?
So at first, I just thought she sent the wrong text to the wrong person. And I know Amber loves to do the talk to texting, which I was trying to do to you earlier, and it ended
It
up.
literally, she said, "Wop dad is coming to talk about friends." I was like, "What?"
Oh my god, that boy is funny.
And then I realized once I got there that that's what he did. The one that he sent from your mom's phone today wasn't as funny. It was like Tiffany can come over or something about a calendar or something.
I don't know what the hell this boy said.
I really do enjoy them though. He's
I'm happy you got a beautiful picture, and what time. I wish I had and can come over to the house early tomorrow. And I'll be honest, today I have your calendar. And I will be home. And I will be home. Again. Was a good day. And I love you. And I love you and your family.
So these are all things that your mom must talk about. Does she talk about calendars often? Do you talk about cheese often? Just the whole thing is good stuff.
Oh god.
Oh, it's good stuff.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's move
Anyway.
on. Yeah. I had in my notes to ask you because I'm very upset about this still. When we left Delilah's that night, when we left Delilah's that night, or got to there was paparazzi. And that was my first time ever being photographed by paparazzi. And I looked like a fucking asshole. So I wanted to know if there are tips or something you're supposed to do to prevent
this
that.
fool will talk to me the whole time And I'm like, shut the fuck up so I can keep a straight face.
So is that what you
I
gotta
don't
do?
look-
Straight face?
Yeah, you just have to keep and then know your angles. So when you just act like you're looking to the side, like when
You
you're
can't
walking.
walk and look to the side.
I do every time. Go look at all my pictures from paparazzi. I'm looking this way, or I'm like kind of looking at paparazzi, but like my peripheral is right there.
The peripheral gang.
Yeah,
That's what you got. To
And
soak up.
that's how you're supposed to do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I didn't do very well at all.
You were like,
and I'm like getting something out of my eye in the photo.
Oh no,
Yeah.
trash.
I mean,
yeah.
I guess
you played
need
yourself.
You need to learn too, because it's gonna.
I'm already trained for that shit.
Are you?
I be looking fine as hell.
I mean, I guess if that's what you wanna refer to it as.
Yeah, I'm a handsome nigga.
We don't know.
Exactly. It has been a year since you've been on our show, though, and I feel like a whole fucking lot has happened in this year. Last year, when you were just kind of like, I think you were like 100K on Insta, right? You had just hit it, hadn't dropped a project, and now you're kind of like on a new playing field. You're friends with Drake.
Show.
You're not drinking anymore.
You're not drinking anymore.
Yes, tell
Just-
us about that.
Just for right now, I'm hitting like a new part in my career and my like position as a brand, and also just kind of like as a grown man, where I gotta restructure some shit.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay.
But it's getting to the point where like I always been able to fly just being like dumbass talented and winging it all the time. Like that's how I've been living, like literally my life. So that shit ain't flying no more.
Yeah, you get into like a different level. I was like me
Yeah.
in school.
You
I
know
didn't
what I'm
have to
saying?
study, and I
Like-
was just getting good grades. And you get to college, and you actually have to like work.
Same, even then, I mean, I dropped out, but I still got my associates. But even then, it was easy. I'm the type of nigga that could literally wait the next day, the night before, type up the 10-page essay and still get an A. Not like wing it and still pass, but I still get an A. But
It's fire.
in my position now, it's not just one essay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got to do an essay, a case study, a whole presentation, like for 6 different classes the night before. So that required more focus and less Hennessy. And that's where I am.
Good for you, Guap.
Sensational.
It hasn't been long, but do you feel like you're already? I saw you even when you were at my house. You had a whole to-do list going. Is there no
Yeah,
to-do
I got a
list?
moleskin today because I've been writing it on that weak ass.
It's a type of notebook. It's a fancy notebook.
Yeah,
Oh.
I
Yeah,
had the
you
weak
had a
ass
yellow
like
color.
legal paper yellow thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got moleskin today. I stole it from Target.
Nice.
What do you write in your moleskin?
Just more to do shit.
What do you have- what do you have to do?
His to-do list was like make anime memes, shit like that. But I mean, I guess it's actually important.
Yeah.
For, like, what
Do
you're
you
doing.
write? Do you write your music, or do you just go in the booth and kind of like figure it out?
Both. It just depending on the song. Like if it's like some shit I really gotta rap on, then I'll write it. But most of the shit is mostly like melody based, so I'll go in the booth, top line a melody, do some hums or something, figure out.
That's hot.
Yeah, I've watched you record before. And then you you didn't really write. I mean, you wrote part of it, and then the rest of it you just.
I write like,
freestyle it.
cause I try to stay witty, so I come up with some out of pocket, like whatever foul shit I'ma say, and then
Found new walls
I
in that
just-
bitch. I'm
yeah.
a pussy pioneer.
you feel me?
It's my favorite line.
Fire.
Yeah, it's the bio of my Finsta.
Your Finsta is wow.
I gotta
finna
add you
block
on there.
you. I'm finna
Why?
block
Do
you.
you also follow her Finsta?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, her Finsta is wild. It's funny though because Marisa will share stories like on the podcast about people, and then to figure out who she's talking about, I have to go and look on her Finsta, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, her Finsta crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy to me and my life crazy. So that's why I'm like, I think I gotta block her on the Finsta.
But like, what's
Yeah, but why do you have your friends follow your Finsta?
So, because I mean, there's different levels of. Some is like the stalking Finstas that you
Yeah.
can do. This one is just like so I can post like shit. It's basically like all my friends are not friends with each other, and I have to like individually text each person about like some stupid shit that I recently did, like a fly out or whatever. So it's like a meeting commonplace. I don't have to text everyone. It's just everyone could just see it all right here. Here's me in a bed with somebody. Here's just like it's like out of pocket.
If you guys had access to this Finsta, it's like pretty unreal sometimes. But then she also
It's
posts
private.
Yeah, of
Shit.
course.
She posts like really Oh my gosh, Marisa, you have more posts on your Finsta that you made 4 years after mine than I have ever.
I almost have more posts than I have on my regular Instagram page.
Your Finsta's like a camera roll. That's really what it is.
Literally.
But
It's
like,
a camera
you know,
roll.
it's really like a daily diary, Marissa. Some of it, it's just, you know, this person followed me and unfollowed me. She,
Jadena. Shout out to Jadena.
You're posting your writing
Is
stuff.
Brett from the Bay or is he not from the Bay?
I don't know, but he follows Sue.
She posts a lot of text messages from random dudes.
Yeah. But then I also post animal memes.
Yeah, she posts.
Like a deer being interviewed. That's funny as fuck. I wouldn't post that on my regular page. You know, it's important to have a Finsta so you can really be the real you. That
I feel the same way. That's why I have one.
You should get a Finsta.
For what? I posted all that other shit on my regular page already.
Yeah, but you don't post like.
I got my heart broken yesterday.
You did go on a rant one time on Twitter.
Yeah,
You were heartbroken.
Oh no, I know exactly what you're talking about. I was going through it.
Oh, it was really sad.
That was a hectic week for me. I got into like 3 fights that week. My brother car got towed because of me. We took the police on the high speed.
Which brother?
You took the police.
He's so good at this, by the way.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's great. Which brother?
My little brother Sonny Bo. You never met him.
Nice.
How many brothers do you have?
7.
Yeah.
Any sisters?
Yeah, 1. Chai.
I met her. Yeah.
Yeah, you met Chai.
In Rolling Loud.
Uh-huh.
Right. But go on. So yeah, got his car, whatevered.
Oh no, that was really it.
Oh.
I just got into 3 fights and my brother car got towed.
No, but then
Why were you heartbroken?
Yeah, you were heartbroken over like a girl.
Yeah, man, the bitch was. Oh my god, it still hurt me to this day.
Oh, that's
So I can't really talk about it. I swear to God, it ruined. That's why I don't celebrate Halloween anymore.
This happened last year, last
Yeah.
Halloween.
No, 2 Halloweens ago.
No, I didn't know you two Halloween.
Oh, then it was last Halloween.
Oh, are you guys in a better place or?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Are you trying to settle down anytime soon?
Yeah, for sure.
And are you working toward that?
I mean, I got bitches right now, so it's kind of hard to sort through and figure out who I really want to like lock in with. Cause I'm too busy to like have the time.
Okay.
But I want a girlfriend. Yeah.
That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Like I'm
You
too
got
busy.
so many bitches, but you don't have time for one.
Yeah, cause like literally, I don't have time to spend the right amount of time with one and figure
to really
out
get
if
to know
she
her.
is gonna be my you feel me?
Yeah.
So we just meet up and fuck. Or like, I mean, I eat a lot. I had a meeting with my business manager. I gotta stop eating now. How much I do. So maybe I won't be doing that no more. But you feel I'll be going to like Barnes and Nobles and shit.
With the bitches.
Yeah.
Cool.
I get all
Cute
my comic
date
books
idea,
from there.
Barnes and Noble.
That is actually a really
That is
fire.
a
They have a
cute-
cute little cafe, right? You can get coffee, right?
I just sit on the floor and read comic books. So if a bitch down to do that, you feel me? We vibing a little different.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to see you get in a relationship soon. I think you'd be like.
I do. I want one. I want to do so, but I don't know. It just depends. I like a couple bitches though. Got a couple bitches I like.
Do you have any advice for this young man?
At 26,
Right. It
don't
is.
get in a relationship.
Also, 26 and new fame.
Yeah, don't do it.
But isn't this like the perfect time to
No.
like?
Yeah, but at the same time, like I already always had bitches, like forever.
What's your sign? What's your sign?
I'm a Leo.
Leo, day before me.
Yeah, you're gonna cheat on him. Just
Don't you put that energy
Nah.
in me.
But
That's
right,
my thing.
I do feel like
I don't know. I just feel like now that I'm 35, I look back at 26 and I'm like, God, I was fucking stupid.
as you were getting were you in a relationship? I mean, no, even post your first big relationship, the breakup and stuff. Did you want to stay single and just kind of enjoy that whole like, I'm single, it's me?
No,
sup,
I
I'm
don't
Amber?
I don't really like being single.
We know,
But I
Say
feel
no.
like I get into relationships with people that aren't good for me because, well, I feel like before, like back in Philly, like when I wasn't famous, it was like mad dudes would holler at me. And then when I became famous, it was like nobody would holler at me because they were like scared of me. And then the ones that would holler at me, I'd be like, wow, the first person that hollered at me in 6 months. Yes, I'll be your girlfriend. You know? And so it was like that. But I feel like now that I'm in such an amazing relationship and I'm older and I'm divorced, like I lived through so much shit, I just look back at 26 like, I should have just been hoeing.
Yeah,
whole time.
I'm kind of like taking it way past 26. When I'm older, right now 31, and I'm still going. But I'm trying to settle down too.
No, but but don't let nobody shame you for that, Marissa.
I mean, I don't feel bad about it.
No, but like you could be a hoe into your late 40s, 50. You know.
See, I don't want to. That's the thing. Like, I want kids. I want to be married. I'm tired of this random sex.
Do you want to be married or you just want kids?
No, I want to be married and monogamous as fuck and own a house and have a white picket fence and do that whole
and
shit.
have a dog and have plans.
Yes.
Well, Guapdad's single.
No, he's also a disaster. No, it's just no.
No, I don't want to get married right now. Not right now. I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got time.
Yeah, you're young. And,
a lot of time.
And you need to like.
I want a girlfriend, but I don't want a wife. Hell,
What are you gonna say?
I don't know. I want to be married. I want to be married so badly. And I've known that, like my whole life, I've known that I've wanted to get married really young.
Why?
She's 21, by the way.
Yeah, I'm 21.
Ugh, girl.
I think it's because
you dub one.
I mean, I think it's because like I grew up with like so much instability that like all I've wanted is like my own like family, and like I want to do my own shit and like have a job and like be poppin' on my own, but I really, really like die hard like want to be with like one person, and like every person that like I've been dating in the last couple of years, I've been dating to marry. Like I don't just date to just date. Like I do it with the intention of if from the jump I don't like somebody, I'm like, well, I just don't see myself talking to you any further.
I've been trying to date with the intention to date, but I keep fucking on the first night, and it's just, I've been talking to my therapist about that. Like, how do I fix this? Because why do I keep doing this? We haven't gotten very far yet. I've only had 2 sessions, so.
Oh, still?
Yeah. No, we decided we're going to go bi-weekly. We're probably not going to get anywhere for a really long time, especially because she's encouraging my flyouts. So.
You know what I'll say about marriage?
Oh, you've done it. The only one here.
Yes, I have. I would say that it ain't shit but paperwork and a fucking wedding. And you really have the wedding for like your family.
Yeah, it's really
more
not for
so
y'all,
than
yeah.
anybody else. And then you realize like after you get divorced, which if you're trying to get married at 22, 23, you probably will get a divorce. I don't wish that on nobody, but statistically, which he hates statistically, but
he really hates it. We got in a whole argument about statistics.
Anything statistics, it's like, but statistically, yeah, it's just like I feel like when you get older, it's just like you just want somebody that's just down and just dope, and like if you get a ring, it's like, wow, that's awesome, but like if not, you're just like, I'm happy without all of that, like. None of that shit really matters because you can have the blessings is the relationship. The blessing is the babies. The blessings is like the fun times that y'all have. All the paperwork and shit, all that shit does is just add stress because then it's like, well, I'm a wife and I need to do this as a wife, and I'm a husband, so as a husband, it's like I can't do that. It's like, bro, just be.
No, that's not him. That's
okay.
outside.
It's
to be
like,
a weird
bro,
sound effect.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, that doesn't really
Make
go with what I'm saying.
Prime's dropping the ball.
But yeah, it's just like, man, if anybody can just find happiness and have fun with somebody and be blessed enough to have children, you winning. That's it.
I think I'm just so old school. I just like, and I don't know why, because my parents divorced and my mom like cheated on my dad and there's a whole like
Mine
shit.
too.
But I still want the marriage. Like, and I don't want a wedding. I do not want a wedding. I want to go to the courthouse.
You gotta do it. You gotta.
I don't fuck with like big things like that. I didn't want to go to my prom. I didn't have a sweet 16.
You just weird.
I hate all. It's so much stress.
No, prom is everything.
I ended up having to go because my friends forced me, and I had a miserable time, and it was not this memorable experience. And like, I also don't dance, so that's probably like
I don't dance. I can't even dance.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
I can't dance.
I literally every time you do stuff, you dance.
Yeah, I'm always dancing. That doesn't mean I'm good at it.
Yeah, well, at least you do it. I'm neither good at it nor do I partake in it because I'm so bad at it.
I think you should get married, and I think like after you get married, you're gonna be like, damn, I really didn't have to do all that.
Well, question for Amber: did you want to get married before you got married? Did you? In your head?
Not like you, not like, oh, I wanted it since I was a little girl and to be in a wedding dress. Like, no,
I don't want like a wedding as much as I really just. Well, okay, so I definitely want like a life partner, and I definitely, understand that it's not going to be perfect, but I would like someone to make commitment to me that we can always talk and redefine what our relationship is going to be.
That's
but
great.
I want it to be like, look, this, like, we are together, and if you have a problem, you can always come to me, but we're not going to stray from this. We can talk about doing other
like
things.
Goldie Hawn and Russell.
Or like Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith.
But
Like
they're married.
They're married, but they were broken up for a while. And they even talked about it. They talked about it on the most recent podcast. Like they were broken up for about like a year, but were still married, living in the same house, but they had to redo their whole marriage and like go on dates again and like start over.
But you know how you're gonna have how you're gonna find your life partner? By being a hoe.
Holla. I'm ready to go.
I completely agree with that.
Oh yeah, you're on.
You gotta go. You're 21, and I'm protect yourself and live your best life. But and it's not like go fuck different guys every night. Do what makes you comfortable. But I mean, like, have flings, have like summer romances. You gotta experience that, because what's gonna happen is that you're gonna meet a guy, and you're 21 years old, and you're gonna be with him until you're 30, and then 30 you get married, and then you're together until you're 40, married, and then you're just like, fuck, he fucked mad bitches, and I fucked like 3 guys, and I spent
fucked like 30 guys.
All right, still not enough.
Holla.
But it's still like, and then you give this man your whole fucking life, and then it's like,
damn, what's my number?
The 9 out of 10, a lot of guys cheat. I mean, I hate to sound pessimistic. I just feel like
I know, but I mean,
you really on the bottom end of this whole outlook.
I'm just being realistic.
And this is from the person that's the only one in the room in an amazing relationship too.
Yeah.
That's also been married.
Yeah,
but I also lived, and I'm probably the oldest out of all 3 of us, 4 of us. So
confirmed.
So it's like I really have been through everything that you can imagine. I have a child. I've been married. I've been divorced. I've been in public relationships. I've been in long-term relationships back in Philly. I lived a lot. I fucked bitches. I had a threesome.
Nice.
One.
Would you ever have a threesome again?
No, never. But I feel like I had to do all those things where now I can be like, it's like I can have, how you're like, all right, I want to be with someone, and I want to be like, we can have these conversations, and I can make his life better, and blah, blah, blah. You can only do that through experience. You have to have that experience to be like, I can now help you with this.
That's true.
Yep.
But you can't
have at
do
least
that
one
now
fly
when
out.
you
That's
don't,
flavor. That's game right there.
you haven't experienced it yet.
I don't even want to fuck with a girl who hasn't been going through a hoe phase. I always ask in the like.
But what if their whole phase has been like their whole life?
I mean, then maybe they get a taste of some real nigga sauce, like the flavor, and decide they only want to eat here. You feel me?
Right.
I appreciate that. Yeah,
But if they don't, I ain't sweating. I'm just saying that's one of my prerequisites into moving forward.
And then you know what, Guap, because I hear this from guys a lot, and they'll be like, she done been with everybody. But then you be with a bitch, and she don't know how to suck dick. She don't know how to ride a dick. She don't know how to
you
take
ain't gonna
it.
hear that from me.
And it's just like,
I told you he's kind of a feminist to Jay.
like, what do you want? You want, this is the girl that you want to marry that doesn't do any of that, and it's like good to take home to your mama and all that, and then you really want to fuck the strippers.
Yeah, I like fun bitches, so I be looking for bitches who did all of that shit.
Women.
I don't mean in a derogatory sense.
That wasn't
Yeah, we
derogatory.
know what you
I
mean.
know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Since we're trying to police words here and everything from last week, I feel like we should just be you know, weren't.
I ain't
No,
Yeah.
that's different.
People could hear my intent. It's not malicious. It's never.
Neither was
malicious.
me saying rapey, and that didn't go well.
I don't even think you should have apologized for that, though. Because
I did say I talked to Marisa about it,
okay.
and I did say that rapey was the wrong word. It was definitely creepy as hell.
Yes.
It's definitely inappropriate.
Yes.
But rapey, no.
Okay.
Because with rapey comes a lot of weight, and also pre-imposed nature. So you gotta really be careful when you flinging that frisbee around, because you might fuck around and knock over the wrong vase, for real.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that perspective.
But we know Marisa. We know her intent behind her saying rapey.
I don't think that the comment is like you said earlier. It's like when white kids say the N-word. I don't think it's the same thing.
No.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
It's
and
definitely not that.
I wouldn't compare the two at all. So that's basic.
Yeah, it's definitely not that.
And then she also made a point you weren't here for that you might appreciate, but just that the racial undertones of it and the stereotyping is just that, like, you could say better than I could.
Well, I was just saying, like, I feel, and I made this real, and I want to make this like the most clear of clear. Like, I understand wholeheartedly that, like, Asian people definitely don't go through nearly half of the struggles that other races go through. But I also feel like at the same time that we, people make jokes all the time and we're just supposed to let it slide. It happens all the time. And nobody really says anything.
Yeah, no, I mean, I be speaking up. People,
I don't, because I don't feel comfortable doing it because I'm like, shit, like, it's not that bad.
But see,
I've
I fight
heard
niggas,
a lot
so I
of
speak up.
derogatory things about Asian people. So I don't think that you should say that Asian people don't go through as much as other people. I think that's subjective, because I think there's a lot of Asian people that get bullied a lot in school. A lot of the Asian kids that I went to school with were very quiet and very smart, and they used to get beat up and bullied. This is like in the 90s and stuff. And I don't even want to repeat the derogatory things that they say about Asians, but Asians get a lot of shit, and we don't even want to sweep that under the rug. Like,
no, totally.
I remember this stupid fucking thing we used to say on the playground, and it was like something dirty knees, Chinese, like we would put our eyes, like we touch our knees, then we slant our eyes, Chinese, Japanese, and then we would lift up our shirt and say, look at these. It was dirty knees, Chinese, Japanese, look at these, and we would show our boobs.
Y'all was racist.
well, that's not, I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know what it was. It just wasn't appropriate though. That's not cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, I done had to beat hella niggas up talking about my grandma, like random calling her Chinese. Who is that Chinese lady?
And you're Vietnamese.
Why
No,
you?
he's
No, I'm Filipino.
Filipino.
Yeah, I didn't have to deal with all of that shit, especially being like black, walking with her.
Yeah,
As a kid, it was always people.
because you don't necessarily look mixed either until you mention it, and then you do. But
Well, how about this? When I was young, I had very slanted eyes, and they used to call me chink, and I wasn't even Chinese.
wow,
So
can't
if
even
I
imagine.
was-
right, yeah,
if I was any type of Asian, and they would have did that. I mean, I still felt offended, and I wasn't even any type of Asian at all.
Yeah,
So
that shit is wild.
Yeah.
Niggas just ask me what boat she got off of. Like,
Oh,
niggas be
on.
really out of pocket.
But even in the Bay, when it's like a very Filipino place,
Yeah, because it's weird when you biracial and you got to deal with like roast culture that we got in the
Oh,
Bay.
yeah, yeah,
so
sure.
I had to face the duality of it, because also at the time, like, my hair used to be way more coarser than it is. Like, it changed over time as I got older. But as a kid, my shit was hella nappy. So motherfuckers would be like, oh, that's your grandma. She got that. She got the Chinese hair. Why you got blah, blah, blah. So then I had to deal with that shit too. And then I would just beat niggas up left to right.
people are fucking shitty.
Well, what do you guys think of this new? I guess it's not a new trend, but it was trending on Twitter yesterday.
Nigger fishing. I already know what you're
Oh
finna bring
my
up.
Exactly.
god, that
I
shit was really
saw that.
interesting.
It's hella funny.
was-
It's
I
I went
funny.
to hella Instagrams like, whoa,
Me too. I literally
you seen it, babe?
scavenged the internet.
Wow.
So if you guys don't know,
Joe showed me.
No, literally, my manager just texted me like 3 minutes ago. Have you
So-
seen this Twitter account?
So basically, it's mostly white girls.
Majority, yes.
That dye their skin, put on self-tan, draw on freckles.
Some of them was a reach, though. Some of them was just like curly hair.
Yeah. But then, okay, there was many that were like drawn on freckles.
Oh, yeah.
They
Tattooed
changed their
freckles.
tattoo. Yeah, exactly. And fake tattoos even. Like all sorts of crazy ass.
That one girl that was damn near like colored her whole skin. Like, how do you even get, like, what do you put on your skin to
You just
do
got
that?
big makeup budget.
I don't think so. That looked like
No,
she's
it's like
sitting in
the
a
self-
tanning bed or something.
That too, or the
White people got
self-tanners?
money, bro. They got money to do
and
stupid
these are,
shit.
it seemed like a lot of them are from like Europe.
Yeah, but I think there's a lot of girls out here that do it too.
I mean, I'm sure there is.
I mean, I see them.
Yeah.
And they included like the Dan Rue guy, which I thought was a reach too, because he's just a white guy with a beard.
But he was
Is he
passing.
Huh?
He white.
Yeah,
He
he's full
completely white.
Very
Oh,
white. He's
wow.
in that thread.
I like that guy.
Yeah, but
I thought he was like Middle Eastern.
that's what literally everyone was saying in the thing. But he was using the N-word for a while, so that kind of like
Yeah. Dan,
Damn.
it's unfortunate for people like Dan because I know Dan, like where he came from.
He's
the
from
type
Louisiana.
like
He's
his
from Baton
partners and
Rouge.
shit. He was one of the white boys that nigga just, let's say nigga.
I know
Because he was in the field.
yeah.
But once you get in a certain spotlight, niggas just can't say that word no more.
Isn't there like somebody from like an Asian rapper from like
Stupid young.
yeah, and he refuses to like not say it because
Well, okay. I mean,
I don't, and to keep
Well,
it
that's like a
100,
thing, too.
I don't get mad at it like that because I'm from West Oakland. We got I'm half Filipino, and two, I grew up with hella Cambodians. And they in the mud with me. If I'm eating cup noodles, they eating cup noodles, except just with rice. I mean, we all got the same rice makers. Like, we all sharing clothes and shit. So we all from the same dirt. So we talk the same.
right.
So if my partner be like, man, I just got jumped by some niggas, blah, blah, blah. I don't assume he got jumped by all black kids. I'm assuming he got jumped by
Bunch
a
of
group,
dudes. Yeah.
plural.
Well, I think it's like a thing where it's like if you're any type of minority, you can say the N-word.
Yeah.
We don't
as,
know.
As long as you from the field, that's the thing. Like, if you was a Cambodian dude from the suburbs or a white dude never been to the hood and don't got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's,
It,
and you don't
say
be
that.
around people that are
So how
saying
do
it either, so you shouldn't be like. There's no reason why I would even be in your vernacular. Like,
So how do you feel about like all the white kids that go to like concerts and sing this rap songs?
Well, I'm a rapper, so I ain't
Yeah,
sing my song. Like I really didn't feel like it.
scream it.
It wasn't.
I'm a
fair.
crowd surf
I
through
feel
all the
like-
whole shit.
Right.
sing along with them and shit. But like when Kendrick did that shit and then like called that girl out, I thought that was really unfair because the girl was up on stage singing the words and then she said the N-word and he kind of like made an example of her. Did you
Well,
see
she
that?
shouldn't have
I
did that
didn't
on
see that.
stage. She knows she shouldn't have did that on stage.
Also, you got to think about adrenaline and nerves too. You're just trying to sing the song and just
but
rap.
I think nowadays people have come to the understanding that that's not what you're supposed to do.
yeah.
But it is something that people have to learn because I mean I grew up in LA and I grew up with in elementary schools all Hispanic kids, and then when I went to middle school it was mostly Black and Hispanic, and then it was only until high school that I really like saw all these white people, and my whole family is white, but it was always weird for me because I'm Asian, but I didn't grow up super Asian. I don't identify with any Chinese holidays. I've never celebrated any of that. My whole family is white. And then the people that I grew up with weren't white. And so
You're just confused. Say no.
yeah, no. So I really am confused. That's what I wrote my college like essay entrance exam about was how I'm so confused. Like it's hard when people, especially when issues are very white and black right now, or that's mostly how things are presented. It's weird because people like white people will make really racist comments in front of me thinking that I'm going to be okay with it because I'm white passing sometimes. Not that I look white, but
I get it.
you know.
Yeah.
And so that was always really hard for me because I'm like, dude, that's not cool. And then they're like, why do you care? You're not black. And so stuff like that. But also growing up in high school and like in elementary school, middle school, everybody said the N-word. It was a thing. And it wasn't until I got to college and I was living in New Orleans, Louisiana, that I was like, and I started taking classes and really learning the history behind everything. Then I was like, okay, like I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Like that's just not okay. So I think it's a learning bit. Oh, sorry. I think it's a learning thing. And Especially if you're on stage, like I feel like you should just know that by now.
Yeah, I really feel like though, if you're like, again, I get that too. And if it was me and I'm prepared for that scenario, like of course I'm not gonna say it. But if it's a young person that you're just pulling up on stage, just singing the words and the adrenaline's rushing and you're in front of a crowd, like I'm not gonna think to censor this word. I don't think I would be thinking properly in that moment.
Yeah.
As a kid.
Especially for an average person that
Yeah.
never been on a
For
microphone
us,
or been in.
that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like me, a Puerto Rican from New York, New Jersey, like, you know, pun, you know, Jay, like we all say the N word. Like that's what we always did. But at the same time, I understand now I have a platform. It's not some word that I should just be fucking throwing around and saying. It's not cool. So I never say, if I'm rapping in a song in a car, I'll censor that shit too, even if it's just my IG story. You know what I mean? But like a kid that, it's just a random white kid that just never been on stage, like I wouldn't have expected that person to censor themselves.
But I think it was also a teaching moment.
Yeah.
Well, you seen when Lil Duval had the white guy on stage?
No.
And he was like, I ain't going back and forth with you. And he was like he didn't even say
Amazing.
it. Like,
And I bet you that white dude seen what happened, what Kendrick did.
Exactly.
And he learned from it.
Yeah.
So
But it
what
makes me
Kendrick
sad
did
because
was
he made an example
a
of that little
necessary
girl,
thing.
and she's probably, I mean, yes,
she's mortified.
necessary.
yeah, for the rest of her life, she's probably scarred for life and might not ever listen to a Kendrick song. I mean, not that he cares, but I don't know.
that nigga don't give a fuck.
at all, right? Because he's fine. But I just feel, yeah. I mean,
You just feel sorry. You feel empathetic.
yeah for
the situation,
right,
but
because I know I would have been
she'll
fucking
be all
mortified,
right.
and she didn't have any ill intent in the situation.
Well,
One
if she had to go
concert
back to
that she went
if she had to go back to school after that went viral, it's like she probably had to
You
go
in
to
the fucking
different
shade
school.
room, all that, like they weren't letting you live that shit down, boy.
Yeah.
That sucks.
you all right.
I think she's gonna be all right.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
I mean,
white.
like, yeah, I feel, yeah, exactly.
She's white.
She got the rest of everything else on her
To
side.
be honest, white people don't care. White
Oh, like
people don't think that it's that bad, and they don't.
No,
really
it's not the
understand
white
it.
people that.
But I'm
just
sure
gonna
that
give her a hard time.
Yeah.
But then they're still gonna make fun of her for being made fun of by Kendrick. So either way, she was gonna get tormented in school. You know. Let's get this an email. Hi, Marissa, Joyce, and Fran, and whoever else is reading this, which would be Guapdad and Amber. Sorry, this is a long-winded message. I want advice on having a threesome. I've been with my boyfriend for a year now, and we've both talked about being down for a threesome with another woman. I first want to emphasize that it's something I really want to do, not just for my man. My problem is I'm just afraid of being jealous or uncomfortable in the moment. Are we too deep in the relationship to be fucking around with another person? I know I have a great guy that wouldn't just go fucking other females without my knowledge, but I just feel like seeing him piping down another bitch will have me feeling some type of way.
That's hot.
My next question is, how do you go about finding a third person? My first thought is to just approach someone at a club, but then I'm also worried about STDs. Maybe I'm too anxious and unprepared for this shit, but it was worth the ask. I love y'all podcast so much. Thank you. Thank you.
She's lying.
What? That she wants to do it not for herself and not for her man?
Yep.
I don't think so, because I wanted to do a threesome just to see what it was like. And
With her man.
Yeah, I
First
actually
of all-
wanted to, with my boyfriend, I wanted to watch him fuck another bitch without even joining in, because sometimes I get like my coordination gets thrown off. So I figured I was gonna like get
That's
off-
what you want to look for. That's the hot sentence right there.
What?
That's what let me know if she really want to do it for her, is if she really enjoy that.
Exactly. And that's not what she said in there. She was like, am I going to be insanely jealous or like get
Yeah,
weird?
So she probably
You
would.
are. You called it. She
Yeah.
spoke. She
If you have to
projected
worry
it.
about it, then yeah.
If
'Cause,
she's
like,
already worried about it before she even finds a bitch, she's lying. She does not want to. If she wanted to do it for him, in
I
her
think
mind,
she's curious. She's not. I think she's lying to her. She doesn't know that she's lying. She's curious,
Yeah.
but she's not built for
If
it.
she really wanted to have a threesome, she don't need to know how to go about finding a bitch, because she already would have had them in mind.
Well, no, that is tough too, because me
Nah,
and my
bitches
ex
be
wanted
having
no.
like screenshots. My whole last relationship, she was completely into that. That's
I mean,
what,
I was into the idea with my ex, but I also didn't know how to find somebody because I didn't want to fuck my friends. That's weird to me. And then
we started off with one of her partners.
see, that's
Knocked her
I
out.
couldn't figure. I wouldn't want to like be knee deep in like Victoria's vagina. That's like bleh. So no. And then like I didn't want to ask one of his old bitches.
why didn't you say me?
I didn't know you in 2012.
I don't care.
Okay, well, if I could have called up Amber Rose, then perhaps that would have been an option.
I mean, I still wouldn't have did it. But
Right, exactly.
I still want to be acknowledged as your friend.
At that time, my only friends were Connie, Victoria, and Carol, and I definitely wasn't having threesomes with any of them. Although Carol was into it just on her own time. And actually they all were. But yeah, so I didn't do that. And then he used to be a hoe, so I didn't trust him bringing in any bitch because they were all like on his dick already, just like sad that he was in a relationship, so we couldn't fuck those bitches. And then like I'm awkward and weird, so I can't walk up to a bitch, and it just felt like it was a fail all around. That's why now my threesomes with rappers is they just bring the bitch.
Yeah,
show up and have a party.
If you're doing it like that, then it gotta go like that. But like in a relationship, the girl gotta pick the bitches.
Yeah, I mean,
she
right,
has
the guy does.
Well, I would say that. Well, I have one threesome and it was horrible, and I'll never do it again. But Dr. Chris always says that it's good to get a stranger.
Yes,
you don't get her phone number. You don't know where she lives. You don't know where she's from. You know, you protect yourself, and you don't have to ever see this person again, male or female.
Well, where do you get a stranger? Oh, on Tinder.
Shit.
Oh, Tinder.
Yeah, Tinder.
I mean, you could get them on the gram.
Like
I've
you
had
started
people
off with one of
message
her
me before.
homegirls. Yeah, I've had a couple message me before, a few couples to like fly me out and everything for their threesome because they thought I was just doing with regular people. I'm like, no, it's either rappers or my boyfriend. Sorry. So, but like if y'all started off with her homegirl, but then you moved on to like newer terrains, like how did you guys find them then?
It was kind of just people that she kind of knew.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Loosely.
Like bitches that she seen
her party
around and
shit
shit. Like
yeah.
not even party friends. Like we never. Once we did it with her one partner, like that was it. And then it was just people that she might have went out to the club.
So what if
with
she
'cause
was
they know
like,
other
"Yo,
people.
like, can you bring one of your homeboys in? Like, just
ooh,
just me, you, and your homeboy."
Nuh-uh.
What about you?
Why?
What about you, me, and a
I mean,
random dude?
I don't care if she wanted to do that with on her outside of the relationship. Like if that's what she was doing and we wasn't together, cool. I don't give a fuck. It's your pussy. But at the same time, my dick, I don't want to be around nothing, no other dick when it come to my bitch at all.
But what if it's a bitch you fucking? Would you ever partake in male, female, like just a bitch that you just fucking?
Oh, me and my niggas did all the time. I'm talking about for my girlfriend,
Okay.
like the person that I'm with
That you're
and
in
who
love
I got to
with.
stay with, just because.
Is it a deal breaker if she won't bring a girl into the relationship?
Like if she won't do threesomes.
Oh, I mean, I don't care. Honestly, that whole relationship played threesomes out for me because we was having them so much, and I had just started like working an actual real job at the time. This is before I was rapping, and sometimes I just wanted to come home, fuck my bitch, and go to sleep. Like I'm not trying to, because when you have a threesome, you gotta fully perform.
Yeah.
It's no half-ass. You can't nut quick and just like get away with it. You gotta fully go crazy.
It's so real. It's so frustrating. That's why my fly out to fucking Chicago over the summer, and it ended up being a threesome, and I was so angry because I didn't want to put in much work, and you fucking have to put in work in a threesome.
Nah, when you a girl, you really don't have to,
I
because
mean,
you could just
you
be a
can't
nigga
just-
with two lazy girls. No niggas about to be like both them hoes was lazy. No, because we having a threesome.
Yeah,
period.
but like I
Y'all
want
could
to
literally just
actively
lay there.
participate in my activation here.
You decided to do that, but you didn't have to.
But I don't want him to go back and be like, that shit was trash.
I'm
You
so
wouldn't.
vanilla.
So why wouldn't you do it again? What was so
This
poor?
whole
I would never
conversation
do
makes me
it.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Me too.
What?
Man.
You've never had a threesome either?
No.
Come to the dark side, guys.
My first threesome, I was 33.
Okay.
I'm 35. No, 32. Yeah, it was horrible.
It just wasn't for you.
I just don't like to share. And I mean, in that situation, it was like two of my friends. So it was like, I really don't want to fuck y'all, but like I trust y'all enough to just do it just to say that I did it.
To fuck around.
Yeah. So it was like, well, yeah, because it was just like, you know, I had a podcast called Love Line. Everybody calls in like, how do I do a threesome? I'm like, I never had one. I don't know.
I literally don't know.
So I tried it, but then it was like, it was horrible. And then, you know, and then it's like I'm really selfish and like I don't want to share and like I don't like that.
I don't really like girl. I don't have a thing for girls.
That's
at all.
why for me I couldn't do it.
But like I enjoy how much is turning him on. Like that's what turns me on. That's why I enjoy threesomes so much.
No, see, okay, I'm like that, but not. So I wouldn't want to like fuck a girl in front of my man, but I like to make my man like squirm like a bitch. That's the shit that like. But he'd be like, whoa, hold on. That's when I'd be like, yeah, nigga.
he's literally jumping up out of his seat.
climbing the walls and shit. But yeah, that's cute.
Nigga be on the chandelier like, you crazy.
Chill. No, the only thing I don't
No,
like.
you don't remember like when Ace Ventura, he was like going like this? That's AE for sure.
It's cool. I'd be doing the same shit, I swear to God.
The only thing I don't like about threesomes is like it does require coordination at some time, and like I don't have any.
Me neither.
And so it does get slightly awkward. But if you drink, it's kind of just like you kind of just flow. And
It's
then like
cool. Drunk threesomes is the best.
Yeah.
Drunk sex in general is the best.
I just need somebody
I
to like
disagree.
be the ringleader. Sorry, to be like, Marissa, move here, go eat her out.
Drunk
go
sex is
turn
the
around.
easiest, but
Yeah.
it's not the best. It's the easiest.
Okay, true.
Drunk threesomes are great.
High sex is the best.
Fuck high sex. Fuck high sex.
Why we can't just be sober?
Because
I
I
like
just
having
feel like when
sober
you're
sex.
drunk, it's like you don't care about your facial expressions or how you look. But I mean, like, you know, once you've grown, you really don't care about that anyway. But it's still like you don't. I feel like when I'm drunk and I have sex, I don't really feel everything.
I feel like I feel I feel more horny when I'm drunk, and I just feel like I don't remember everything, which I guess is the problem. But in the moment, I feel everything.
That's the thing. My Hennessy be cutting my memory off.
Yeah.
So I'll be wanting to remember because I'm a jack off to this about 2 days from now.
That's what
so
I do.
need
That's
to
what-
remember this.
I like to remember so when I masturbate, I could think about it. That's what I like to
Exactly.
do. Yeah, like on my birthday,
such a square.
I had sex on my birthday, and like I don't really remember much of any of it at all, except that I apparently kept telling the person, "I'm so happy, I'm so happy."
Yeah.
That sounds like some stupid ass shit to say to somebody.
It does
I
sound
know.
like some really
That-
stupid shit to say to somebody.
Yeah, somebody
happened in
said
your
that
car?
to me.
I remember
I'd
you
be pissed.
telling me that like the day after.
Yeah.
I remember sitting in Marissa's car and she said, "Guess what you're sitting on?"
It's still there, the stain.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
that guy seemed really nice.
He was cool.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Heavy.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on. Oh wait, we didn't answer her question. No, we did.
Yeah, we
Don't do
did
it.
Don't do it because you don't want to do it, baby.
Yeah, you don't want to do it.
But if you do, I guess try Tinder. What's this flash question thing? That could be our last thing. Then we gotta get the hell out of here.
So I got these questions from, because we were gonna be talking about like female empowerment or whatever on today's podcast. I got this
We
from
did, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also Kira's podcast. She does the Pornhub podcast. And-
Pornhub podcast.
Yes, and this is how she ends every episode of her show.
Okay. So shout out to Pornhub.
Yes, and shout out to Asa Kira because I fucking love her.
I don't know who that is.
Shout out to the hub.
I was just on there yesterday.
So you don't need an explanation for any of these things. Just do the first thing that comes off the top of your
Okay.
head. Okay. What is your favorite word?
Bitch.
Me.
Everybody.
That's what he said. Me. That's his favorite word.
Fuck.
What is your least favorite word?
Promiscuous.
Asparagus.
I swear to God I was gonna say asparagus. Oh my mama, I was finna say
Oh,
asparagus.
and classy. I hate classy.
Oh, also the F word that has to do with bodily functions. I can't even say that's how much I hate it.
I hate banger. I hate when people be like, "Oh, this a banger," or "I'm gonna send you a banger."
Wait, the
I hate
F
that.
word that has to do with bodily function?
Yes, it rhymes with heart.
Oh.
I literally don't say that word. It disturbs me so
Okay.
much.
What turns you on creatively, emotionally, or spiritually?
A talented man.
Titties.
Wait. Say that one more time.
What turns you on creatively, emotionally, or spiritually?
But this is like, weren't we supposed to pick one or?
No. Just
Just say what turns you on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
That's her word. Yeah.
Yeah, daddy.
oh. What turns you off?
Long nails.
Ugly feet.
Wow, both from Oakland too.
Ghost ride the whip.
Damn.
Right.
I love Prime. He's the best.
I'm sorry. This is wow.
What turns you off?
What turns me off? Bad hygiene.
Ooh, like long nails.
What is your favorite curse word?
Didn't we just say that?
No, it's
I
my
said
favorite
what
word.
was your favorite word?
My
You guys
favorite
just like
curse
curse
word.
words.
Fuck Muppet. Me and Mike say it all the time, and we are so amused by it.
Cum dumpster.
I like cum dumpster.
I would say my favorite curse word as a kid was chicken shit.
What sound or noise do you love?
Oh.
I love listening to my little boy laugh.
I like stepping on crunchy leaves.
Damn, I don't think I got a specific sound the sound of FL Studio when you open up. Pink.
Oh, I also like when you empty the trash can on a Mac. So good.
Oh yeah, that's
I always
so
turn
good.
my volume up for that. Always. So good. You wouldn't know about that because you have a fucking weird computer.
Ew.
I got a Razer. It's more expensive than your computer.
It's probably like a $300 computer.
No, it's $3,500.
Whatever. Go on.
What sound or
We don't
noise
know.
do you hate?
When the eraser on a pencil gets low and then the metal part scrapes the desk. Holy shit! I'd rather die.
I
I'd
agree
literally
with
rather
that.
die.
Who writes with a pencil?
In elementary school.
She's still traumatized.
It's not a current situation that I deal with, but I still hate it.
Oh, my turn. What noise do I hate? I hate snoring and people that chew with their mouth open.
I hate the sound when you rub like suede
Such an oddly specific.
because I hate that sound.
You know what's weird? I don't know what that
Even make a
sounds like.
sound.
It's hella irritating. I don't like it.
I hate the sound of when someone like gets their fork and like starts scraping their plate with their fork. I fucking hate it.
I hate
it's hella
It literally makes me like.
I got a fork
squirm.
stuck in my retainer once.
Ugh.
I hate forks.
Okay, what profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Actress. I'm going to be one next year.
I want to design furniture.
I'm obsessed with furniture.
I'm big into industrial design.
You should go to the Pacific Design Center.
Where's that?
It's
We
on
don't know.
Melrose.
We don't know.
Melrose and Robertson. It's like that giant building that's like all colorful and stuff. It's like all furniture showrooms. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah, I'ma
it's like-
fuck with that.
It's like 400 offices that are all furniture showrooms.
That sounds like a place to take a nice
It's
little
like
young
it's like
kid.
IKEA upscale
Nice.
on a whole nother level.
And what would you do?
There's a few things that I would do. I would be like a psychologist for the criminally insane, and I would also want to do HIV and AIDS research. And
Statistics show.
maybe
Maybe she could come with the right statistics at that point.
and then also I would also like to do like autopsies.
Do you like science? This is very medical.
No, she just likes gore.
Yeah,
shit
I
and
like gore, but
HIV AIDS research.
But I also like things that are like I feel like in a different lifetime I probably would have been a doctor, because like blood and like stuff like that doesn't really bother me, but I also want to like find out how I can help people, like prevent people from dying from certain things. So like yeah
I was big into like biology. And
yeah
I'm more a math.
But then I
Astronomy.
also like to study like the criminally insane. Like I'm obsessed with Jeffrey Dahmer and like how his brain
Jeffrey Dahmer's
works. You know, like I just want to like study like serial killers and like after they die, like I want to like dissect their brains and like find out if they're like different or like is it from birth? Were they born that way or did it like I don't know.
Wow. I think my career one, it sounds stupid now. It's actress.
What profession would you not like to do?
A office person. Like I wouldn't want to work in like a desk.
I wouldn't write tickets. I would never be the nigga writing tickets.
Ooh, repulling
Fuck that
cars
guy.
would suck too.
Yeah, hell no. None of the professions that involve me having to do my job by like fucking up anybody
Other
else's day.
people's day, yeah.
And that's crazy because I'm a scammer. So like,
Yeah, you fuck up lots of days.
yeah.
But at least you don't know them and you don't have to personally interact with whoever you scammed.
And also, that's usually money that they get back, just depending on who they banked with at the time. So, just depending, because the FDA is they gravy, but
The Food and Drug Administration?
no, FDA ain't the AA.
Oh, okay. And you?
I would hate to like work at like a kiosk in the mall.
Hey, but niggas
I
at the
just, like-
kiosk in the mall be having bitches. They be pulling them in, I swear.
No, like I walk past and I'm like, wow, her job fucking sucks.
As someone who has worked in the mall, it does fucking suck.
I worked in the mall for a week. Actually, 10 years ago, summer 2008, I worked at Joyce Leslie and I got this coat.
Fuck, I fucking love Joyce
I'm
Leslie.
so sad they closed.
Did they?
Yes, the whole thing shut
been
down.
years.
I
Wow.
literally lived for Joyce. It was like the first Fashion Nova before Fashion
Yeah,
Nova.
Joyce
I don't know
Leslie
what
was.
the fuck.
I'm
Joyce,
getting really
it's an East
confused
Coast
'cause
thing,
I'm
guys.
Joyce.
It's
Joyce
the
Leslie
East
sound like some of my auntie
Yeah,
that
it
made
sounds like someone
plates.
grandma.
East Coast.
It's some East Coast shit, and I
You
used
know
to
Joyce
fucking
Leslie
love
got
it.
them collard
There was
greens
one
in it.
right in Philly,
And
like
Easy Pickens.
yes. Well, Easy Pickens still exists.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah. So I worked at Joyce Leslie for a week, and it didn't work out at all. And then I quit, and I called everyone fat, and then
Joyce Leslie was fire.
But I
You
got
fat
this jacket.
shamed your whole crew.
Yeah, well, specifically my boss because he was being an asshole.
All right.
And I was like, you just mad as you fucking work at Joyce Leslie and I'm going to be better than you, fat ass. Or whatever.
Last one.
Yes.
If heaven exists, what would you want God to say to you when you walk through the pearly gates?
What's poppin'?
What's poppin'?
What's sad? That's what I want.
I would just you said God. I would just hope that God's a woman.
I don't know. I
Fanam.
soon as I seen heaven, then all my questions about religion is probably answered. So I just probably wanted to be like, the aliens is over here, my nigga. Come on.
Oh my God, that's so good. Okay.
How did you have that ready? That's so good.
He's so good. Isn't he great?
So
it's-
good.
It's wild.
Yeah. Do you have anything else like cool? Do you have like a,
Dollar sign.
Yes.
That's
See?
like, why don't we ever use
what I
that
was talking
one?
about.
You want to be
That's
the
exactly
victim,
what I
or
meant.
do you want to be the gangster?
No, that's actually interesting that you said that because so me and AE, we talk about this all the time of like how the world was created. Is it like the Big Bang Theory or, was it like atoms and like
aliens is
molecules and shit? Or like, was Adam and Eve like true, like from the Bible or like, and if so, like why didn't how did the dinosaurs come and then people just like appeared out of nowhere? And how come they didn't talk about dinosaurs in the Bible? And like,
It's so real.
Yeah, I mean, that's a topic that could go forever. Science
Yeah.
versus creationism is a big debate, especially in like the scientific religious community. I think there's a common middle ground, but at the end of the day, when it comes to religion, you shouldn't trust a book that was edited so many times.
yeah, facts. I'm like, I love science, so that's like my,
Oh, Joyce, also because of your vagina problems, you should subscribe to Lola because
You use this one too, Guap?
that transition was amazing.
thank you so much.
Also, because you got shit going on with your pussy. Check this out.
Which has nothing to do with dinosaurs or God, but there's Lola, which is
Eve had a vagina.
and maybe God would use this if God's a woman. Lola is known for its line of period products made with organic cotton. It additionally offers sex products made with women in mind. It makes your month a little bit easier. You could subscribe to them and get like absorbency stuff and like boxes. I'm fucking this all up. And you can also change your subscription, skip or cancel. You could choose from organic cotton tampons available with a BPA-free plastic applicator or in an environmentally non-applicator format, pads or liners, and an all-natural cleansing wipe. And or you can get a box of each. They also have a sex line, and you can order like lubricant that is like
That are pH balanced lubricant. They have sex toys. So
Thanks.
if you want to have a threesome and involve toys, you can order them off of the Lolo website.
good.
Sensational.
Saucy.
Yeah.
So it's like women's products, but for the women that like
And like
Whole
organically
Foods.
healthy. Yes.
Sidebar,
So if you go
I wish
to the
they made
farmer's market-
tampons bigger.
Really?
Bigger
Yeah.
than super?
Yeah.
They make me like uncomfortable, or I only use tampons on the last day.
Oh,
'cause
I love
like,
tampons.
Yeah, I need.
But when I do, I use Lola tampons.
me too. Okay.
I should have used it. I used a tampon before. I didn't put it inside of me, but I had a bad hemorrhoid and it popped. Yeah, and I had a show.
I gotta go.
And I put it in my drawers.
Oh my god.
And it absorbed all the pus and stuff.
Yep, yep.
Blood and
The hemorrhoid secretions.
you're so young to have a hemorrhoid like that.
It's hereditary.
Oh,
And I got it from performing like without like stretching up.
well, and
The
not drinking
asshole.
water. Like
I'm like, what did you?
you gotta like
No,
you gotta drink some Metamucil,
be
bro.
You gotta be prepped.
Wayne said that in a song. I didn't know. I don't know
So
what that
I literally gotta do
Oh,
like
did he?
squats and shit before I perform.
Also, if you like, yeah, I don't like talking about this type of stuff. It's gross. Great. So you can listen to us on SoundCloud and iTunes. And email us, meiapodcast@gmail.com. And what is our YouTube channel?
YouTube.com/Marisa Mendez.
That's easy enough. I don't know why I can never remember that.
I don't know why you can't remember that either.
Instagram and Twitter @Marisa Explains. You can follow me @Marisa Mendez on Instagram and Twitter. Amber
at Amber Rose on Instagram, at the DA Real Amber Rose on Twitter.
Because some bitch won't give her Amber Rose.
Oh, yeah, fucking bitch.
Find that bitch, beat her up.
Guapdad.
Yo, I offered her 5 racks. She's a regular girl. I'm like, yo, give me at Amber Rose on Twitter.
And she said no?
No, what she does is that she complains that people hit her. And she's like, I'm not fucking Amber Rose, okay?
But I saw that Amber Rose account. She made her name like your full name.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
She's
like
just a creep.
So her username is Amber Rose, but then her like bio name is like
The real-
Amber's full name. It's like your first
Amber
name,
Rose
your middle
11
name, and your
chocolate,
last name.
Wow.
Well, I haven't looked at it in a long time, so.
Creepy.
And then you're Guapdad 4000 on Twitter and Instagram. And if you want to follow his dog, it's Guapdog 4000 on Instagram.
Did you put his name in his bio?
Yeah, you didn't even follow it back today?
Because he didn't make it, you made it. If he made it, then I would support my son in his endeavors.
Well, how is Nova supposed to make his own account?
Are you saying Nova isn't capable of making his own account?
Look, I worked really hard
Ty
on
Dolla
it today.
Sign's dog was able to make her own account, so
Look, it says Nova, the Bushimi bust down Boston.
Yeah,
and then the captions are all like things you would say. Your bitch thinks I'm handsome. Hello, I'm Guapdog 4000. Me and my Dami are dad. I worked really hard at this today.
Yeah, but you didn't put his whole name in his bio.
What is his whole name? Is Nova?
That's his nickname. His whole name is Novell Peace Prize.
That's hard.
Novell Peace Prize.
That's hard.
How do you spell Novell?
Fucking change it, Marissa.
How do you spell Novell? It's not even a word.
Like novel.
Oh my God. Novell Peace Prize, aka Nova? Should I write that? Okay.
AKA Nova.
AKA Nova.
Comma fashion.
No, don't do that. That wasn't funny.
Oh wait, we didn't hash out your guys' problems.
Yeah, I heard you didn't like her. What happened?
I don't know. I just never really rocked with Joyce like that. It's just kind of
because of the feet DMs.
You know what? That is what it was.
Yeah.
Once a person just irritate me to a certain level, they just.
But like, I feel like this was a constructive conversation today.
I mean, like I said, I don't harbor no hate for Joyce.
Thank you.
I don't rock with Joyce like that.
No shade. I do appreciate all of the insight that you've brought to our podcast today.
No problem. Like I told her, I wish the best for you. I hope you do find a nigga, and I hope you do get to hold before then. But I don't want to be like your partner.
Wow.
That's okay.
Well, she's my friend and you're my friend, so that's good enough.
Yeah.
This was good. This was good.
This was constructive.
And on that note,
yes, we're gonna go. Love you guys. Thank you, and good night.
Bye.